Let's talk about how we can use Wordle to try and understand what's happening in our job ads. So when you go to wordle.net, you can create your own Wordle by clicking on the button here. What you are now asked to do is paste in the text of your job ad. So we recommend either putting the whole job ad text or going to the whole web page, selecting Control A, Control C, and then paste it all in with Control V. So you can use the edit shortcuts on your browser tab, or you can just use some of those keyboard shortcuts. But paste in the text of your job ad or the whole web page here, okay? And then just press the Go button. It will produce a word cloud. And the larger the word, it means the more often it's repeated. The smaller the word, the less often it's repeated in your job ad. Ideally, the words that are the biggest here should be the job title, maybe the location, but basically anything you think a job seeker is going to type into the search engine to try and find jobs like this. You want to try and match what they're doing with the words that you have on your page here. So what are the general rules of thumb here? If your job title and important keywords are represented and they're big, you're doing well. If you can't see them at all, there's a big problem. If the important keywords are small in the word cloud, revisit your job ad and repeat your keywords in a natural way more often. Write them more often. Rephrase the job title as much as possible. The biggest words are the ones that you want or think job seekers will type into a search engine. But too big is bad. You want them to be the biggest words in your word cloud, but having them overwhelmingly bigger than other words on the page, i.e. you've written them over and over again, that's a bad thing, because the search engines will penalize you for trying too hard to cheat the system, if you like. But small is always bad. So you want to probably get the keywords in your job title, maybe location, and maybe the word job or jobs, and you want to make sure they're the biggest words in your word cloud. Play around with your job spec, rewrite it a few times, making sure that you replace things like the role with the whatever the job title is. That's a great way of increasing those keywords in there as well. And instead of saying just apply, put in a phrase like apply for this job. Again, to increase the usage of the word job or whatever other word you want to put into your job spec to have it increased in size when you run that Wordle. So now's a good time for you to try out one of your current jobs to see what does Wordle make of it? What are the keywords that jump off the page? And which ones do you need to work on to make sure they look bigger next time you paste it in?